Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. Just doing a little bit of a quick update over here from today, because we had a lot of doom and gloom when it came to Sony this past few days, but with this we at least have a little bit of news and a little bit of more so confirmation, discussing the fact that we're going to actually have some more future games coming. So thank God for this. So we have a lot of just a little quick video for it. So as you guys know, when it comes to the PlayStation, we had the PlayStation VR2 kind of have a really big press push today, where there was a lot of good news from these really big gaming organizations like the Kotakus, the IGNs, and all of that, who have actually had a chance to have a hands-on experience with the PlayStation VR2. But as well, we also had a pretty somewhat bad statement from the PlayStation blog earlier on today, where they essentially said, hey, these games are not going to be coming to PlayStation VR2 from all the games we had developed from PlayStation VR1. So essentially, if you bought a game for the PlayStation VR1, you will not be able to go and just easily import it or have a chance to play it. It's essentially like a PC game, Xbox game, where you just don't have that connection then. Like on PC and Xbox games, you can just play it at any point or play an old Xbox game or whatever, but it does seem like this PlayStation VR1 to PlayStation VR2 does not correlate and does not work, which is a little bit on the sadder side, I'd go and say, but we actually have a little bit of good news though. So one of my big critiques on that video earlier on today, if you guys watched it, was, is there going to be an easy access of port? Like, basically, well, you obviously are not, it's not like a one-to-one, but would it be easy for these game companies to have most of the files from PlayStation VR1 and then have it integrated to the PlayStation VR2? Granted, you'd have to still pay for it, it'd take some time, and some companies may not want to do it. It might not just be worthwhile for them financially-wise or anything else, they just maybe don't want to go and do it. But we've now actually had a little bit of a statement I saw up here up on Twitter stating, hey, PSVR without parole. Hey, is there's going to be really kind of cool, to be able to go and see some of the games in higher resolution to see how these upgraded games can go. We want to see the PlayStation VR1 games better, with better frame rates, better resolution. So it kind of stinks that apparently you just can't do it. Until we have also had some folks stating, we will though. Tons of devs are working on PSVR2 versions of their PSVR1 games as we speak. So just a nice little clarification / update on this one, mainly because for me, that was a big concern. Now, I do want to see some more bigger companies go on record, or some bigger VR companies that made very popular games, or even stuff like, Fallout VR, or even Beat Saber, which is kind of a given. And I wanted to go and see all that to see if they officially go and put some on records of what will be being moved over, what will be being customly made, and what will be basically processed for the future of all of this. But it is nice to see that there is a possibility that games can just basically, I don't want to say somewhat easily, but it probably does seem somewhat easy if it's a similar VR platform, to move over their games from the Oculus, from Vive, to anything else, the Valve VR2 as well, or even just the original PlayStation VR1, and have it so you could actually utilize it on the PSVR2. Because why would you want to buy a PSVR2 with 2 or 3 games out? You'd obviously want to have as many games as you want there, and obviously, if you guys are devs from the PSVR1, you also want people to be buying your games on the new upcoming VR, especially if it's already made. So I just want to give you guys a nice little good heads up, because I feel like we've had a lot of bad news coming out over here, so it does seem technically possible, and it does seem very, very, well, not bad. We've also had a lot of folks in the community too as well mention how they want certain games on their VR setups, such as Beat Saber. That one's a 1000% given, probably one of the best VR games ever made, especially with the new mods and updates they keep doing, where they have stuff like Floor Saber and stuff like that. Also think like DDR, and a lot of other various things. But if you guys are fans of VR or would be intrigued enough to want to go look into it, let me know what games you would want to go and see ported on over. Something crazy like a God of War Ragnarok? Do you want something like a GTA? More FPS type games like an Apex or Call of Duty? What would you guys want to go and see on the PlayStation VR 2? But overall, at least we have a little smidgen of good news to wind down the week. We'll probably have a lot more videos all throughout the weekend, so be on the lookout for that. And as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below, Twitter and Twitch stream links down below, and all the Target and Amazon links down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place.